Hello, and what is going on, you guys? Hyperion-Blue-GT here. Welcome back to Gran Turismo 7 part number 22. I hope you enjoyed watching part 21 from Beyond the Horizon in Driving Mission. So let's go and take on for having the third mission to be on the medium difficulty. We'll be moving on in the Rolling Stone. Rolling Stone is a third kind of the mission to have different kinds of challenges on every icons. So if you really think that doing some challenges is going to be very much longer because of this part of the video segment may be contained by under an hour or over, so I have to keep that in mind because any kinds of challenges will be part of the main segment is all about step things up and do a challenges. And because if I could probably have to keep a good mental calming in my own health condition, we might have a very good soothing calming tea to be well made with some hot jasmine. So let's go and take on the next 8 challenges in Rolling Stone. First up, Sport Legit Run Wagon. Overtake all cars on the first section of the Nürburgring Nordschleife. The best passing spots are found between the corners. Using the Mercedes-Benz SLR McLaren 2009 will be courtesy to take on in the past. So let's go and get the show on the road before moving on to take a mileage challenge to be on the fuel economy. So get yourself prepared. I know you guys did a good job to be on Rolling Stone in mission number 3 on the driving missions. So I'll have to keep that in good driving strategy. We'll be doing well capable if I could probably have to step things up and go apply overtake to be in the past in certain challenges. Sit back and wait until the loading screen comes until now. Here I go. Let's take on the first mission to overtake 4 opponents. Switched up onto the third person view to step it in. Concentration is a very good main of the key because the update is also to be well changed by putting up the game changer on the physics. Gonna stay on track. Gonna have to overtake with several AMG Mercedes A45 through 2013 is on the road. 2 cars overtake, only 2 more to go. Okay, looks like the driving physics is going to be well different, just like the last update. Almost there. Gonna have to keep it up and make my way towards at the end of the finish line. Third place to be well average. Now, let's go and take on for another attempt. But this time, I have to do it quickly if I could probably have to do a different game changer by the strategy. Keep all up on to turn 1. Go on the throttle to make a good clear overtake to pass through. Here we go. Next turn and try not to make a contact. Okay, that's 2. Almost barely tried to stay on touch. Great. Well, I guess this challenge is going to be very tougher as it looks, you guys. But I'm not pretend. I'm just trying to keep my A game up for every kinds of my own content videos for having a main part of my channel. But when it comes in to have a concentration without having a contact, we might get a result of the driving failed mission is also to be end up in the car collision. So keep that in mind and be very careful. Clean overtake is a very tough option to use. The 2009 SLR McLaren is the quickest option without any further mistake. So there's 2 cars already been overtaken to have a good proceed. Now for the third one, before the last one, will be take the final stretch. Okay, stay on it. Make the throttle I go. Closes in about 1.6 seconds. Second place. So close to get first place by having a quick edge to be on the tiebreaker. 50.38 seconds. Now, I have to go hard for the final attempt. If I could probably have to proceed forward to do some more practice. It's all about exercise. Driving exercise is also to be doing some concentration to do the main key to have 4 cars in this part of the challenge. Gonna have to do it right. There's one. 35 Mercedes-Benz overtake. Now for the third one before the fourth will take the final stretch. Okay, quicker and go on. Alright, let's kick up the short slipstream before take the right side at the inside corner. Haha, successful. Reached the finish line by under 50 seconds. And there it is, 49.598 seconds. That's how putting up to start out in bronze before the new attempt in silver and the last one to be ended up in gold. One challenge down, only 7 more to go to be in the Rolling Stone. But also to have a single part on the replay will be need to do some photo op souvenirs will be optional for every Gran Turismo players. So here I am right now to be on the friends ranking in first place. 49.598 seconds because of the new update is putting up with some minor changes. Will be going game changer. Let's exit out. 14,000 prize credits to be stacking up for every mission to be in the third difficulty type of the mission. Now, looks like it's going to be doing much incredible out there, folks. Doing some passes, drag race, mileage, and also to have a drip mission. But I'll make sure if I could probably have to go and grab a suitable real car to GT 2016. Next up, Tokyo before dawn. Go for the top in the real car racing. Putting up the Nissan GTR Nismo 2017 will be part of the second challenge. But it's all about all-wheel drive to pack up with some good excellent speed to be in Tokyo to have a nighttime before daybreak to be at the morning. Just like Daytona International Speedway in Test Season 2 from the final race in the Manufacturers Cup. But good thing I did a lot of good effort out there to stay on track and go focus to be ended up onto a different position if you're good enough to be in the top 3 position. But I still remember back then because it's hard work to go endurance racing like well pretend to be in the competition. 3 laps sounds like a very good challenging average race just like Tsukuba Circuit in the rain. Here I go. Let's kick up the throttle and switch back onto the interior view. Only 16 drivers are now in the grid, so I have to keep a good counting to have 15 cars moving on the proceed overtake. There's the Audi R8, followed by the BMW M3 2014. Sector 1 clear. Gonna have to take that good braking position on to turn number 1. Maserati Gran Turismo S 2008 followed by the Porsche 911 GT3 Type 997 2009. Time to go forward, catch up forward to have a nice effort moment to be on the curved straightaways. Solid work. Sector 2 clear, moving on in Sector 3. Go for the aggressive stance of driving style in Tokyo Expressway is all about without getting hit by the wall will avoid a driving fail. Switched up onto the right side and overtake the 2014 Corvette Stingray 7th generation. "19 seconds up ahead in a total gap for only several opponents. Gonna have to go forward and take the hairpin onto the final turn. Okay, very good on the inside. It's getting closer before morning time comes. Early daybreak before the lights will turn off. Let's go slipstream on the straightaway before enter lap number 2. Build up some speed and go overtake on the Ferrari F40 1992. 2 minutes, 19.187 seconds. Sounds like many opponents are getting up onto each other. Here comes. Turn 1 is about to get crowded. There's only 5 of them. Gonna have to take it. Dodge Viper has been overtaken. 2016 Porsche 911 GT3 RS. Mercedes-Benz AMG is now overtaken before entered Sector 3. And the Jaguar F-Type R 2014. Gonna catch up and get closer on the Ferrari F430 2006. Silver color makes a very good shiny choice as a metallic. Okay, very good. Now gonna have to take the hairpin onto the final turn before lap number 3 is about to be coming in towards the end. And here's the sunlight. It's morning time on Tokyo Expressway in East Outer Loop. Only 3 more cars to go. This is it. Gonna have to pack up for the kicks. Let's get back in onto the tunnel to be on the full straightaway to do an excellent drag run. Talk about doing some practice for drag race before heading up in Special Stage Route X. Final lap, here I come. Almost reaching up by over 200 miles per hour on the 6th gear. And here it comes. Gonna have to step right in and avoid having a hard collision to enter turn 1. 5 seconds up ahead in the range of the gap remaining. Still got this. Still barely got this to reach up in first place to be in the lead on the Nissan GT-R 2017 Nismo model. Close call. Now gonna have to take that braking point to be entered by underneath the bridge. There's the Ford GT 2006. Gonna catch up to the American mid-engine layout. Brilliant and doing elegant pass. One last car to go, and looks like the Lamborghini Diablo GT 2002 is in the number 1 lead. Okay, gonna have to keep it much hold. Okay, close call. Almost ended up in a car collision. Now I have to hurry up. Final stretch is just the beginning in the final run. Okay, looks like the Lamborghini Diablo took second place and ended up in silver. Alright then, now let's just gonna have to try and start over by putting up a new clip. Here I go, folks. New clip, new attempt, and a rematch for taking 3 laps in Tokyo Expressway in the Nissan GT-R 2017 will be packed up to commence with the applied overtake, just like Gran Turismo 5 when attending the Super License to commence with applied overtake for only 1 lap. Let's build up the slipstream and go forward to be on turn 1 by enter the brake zone. Gonna have to do it quick. Clean overtake on the BMW M4 before enter turn 1. Clear with no drama and going on to take turn 2. Double overtake on Maserati Gran Turismo S and Type 997 Porsche 911 GT3. Solid work. Now gonna have to take press on in the 3rd sector before getting closer to the Alfa Romeo 8C Competizione. That's more like it. Gonna have to switch it up onto the hood cam view to have a nice, better look. Okay, next sector. Go closer on the Corvette C7 Stingray. Inside perfection. Now, next up, the Ferrari F40 1992 to be entered by exiting on the ramp. Here it comes. Slam the brakes and take the inside at the final turn in the hairpin. That's the spirit. All-wheel drive takes a good pressure by doing a different understeer. So let's go in and take the full stretch at the end of the 1st lap before enter in lap number 2. 7 cars left remaining, and the Lamborghini Diablo GT 2000 is still currently in the lead. But it's about to get much crowded out there to be in straightaway before enter again on turn 1. 2 minutes 16.317 seconds on the fastest lap is doing a good different strategy of a game changer. Hang on, slamming the brakes and coming in on to turn 1. Sounds like a good formation to have 6 cars coming in. Alrighty then. Next sector to be on the curb straightaway and go clean concentration. Watch your pace. Doing double overtakes by the apply. Mercedes AMG GTS and Ferrari F430 is now been overtaken by the Nissan GT-R Nismo. Okay, looks like so close enough, and doing a contact on the Jaguar F-Type R. Three cars are still standing. Make room for only one all-wheel drive to take a good clear advantage. Going increase the pace. Top 991 Porsche 911 GT3 RS and 2017 Honda NSX has been overtaken. 4.3 seconds to go. Keep it up. Looks like I'm doing this. I am getting closer to the Lamborghini Diablo GT to take the final lap for only a final showdown at the end of the second challenge. But I can't wait to go drag racing for mission number 3 after the second challenge. Drag racing is all about doing some good showdown to have 2 cars will be battled out to be on the straightaway. Just like in the Crew 2 to take 3 runs in an ordinary drag race discipline with a wheelie bar attachment on the rear. But luckily, without it, it would be going much average to be on road cars to do an ordinary drag race, just like the Fast and the Furious to be in the first ever drag race. But I cannot believe it that we still also enjoyed loving this part of the drag race to be in the first scene of the movie. But only in Gran Turismo 7 is going to be the biggest moment ever since GT2 is also to be labeled as a drag race to be on the demo version. But it's unavailable, but it could probably have a good different moments to do on online races in GT5, GT6, Sport, and GT7 until now. But there it is. Gonna have to take that good overtake on the Lamborghini Diablo GT is now dropped in second place to have the Nismo GTR 2017 in the lead. Gonna stay on track. This gold trophy is on the podium for Team Nissan to be on challenge number 2 for the driving mission. Gonna keep up. Slam the brakes and take a good inside on the apex. Final stretch I go and take a good turbocharged speed to enter the tunnel to be at the finish line. Keep it up, old pal. You'll be able to reach first place in no time. And here it is. First place, numero uno on the podium. Now that's real car competition to have supercars to be in the spotlight. 6 minutes, 40.584 seconds to be on the total time. So very good and hyped up, and also to have a patient time until when I might need a soothing cup of jasmine tea will calm me down to get my mental health to be in tip-top shape. But speaking of which, I just really might need some fresh tea to calm my mind down and be very gentle and do some will passion. That's how tea is also to have a good soothing relaxation. Now for the replay saved, let's go and take on drag racing after earning 8,000 credits to have bronze and silver to have the first attempt. And now attempt number 2 is going to get closer to be on the driving marathon complete. I'm so pumped up, you guys. I am so very pumped up for drag racing in challenge number 3. And here it is. 0-400 meter acceleration battle 1. Focus on the start signal and rush to the 400 meters ahead. Use any car to enter to take on with the Audi TT S 2016 is also to be as a main opponent before moving on in mileage trial. So it might be putting up with some regulation to use with manual transmission. I can go for it. I can go for it to take on to do some drag racing just like the Crew 2 to be in 3 runs. But however, one mission is going to be a very easy start to see how good you are can actually have to take on for the most finest drag race to be at Special Stage Route X. This is it. Gonna have to keep myself prepared and eyes on the prize, and Sarah will explain the details about drag race. In drag race, gear shifting is done manually, and your car's TCS traction control system has been disabled. Alright, looks like auto drive turned off, traction control off, gear shift will be set to manual. Now, let's go. I hope I could probably have to do correctly for only 5 seconds to be in the grid start with full start checked. And this time, just gonna have to kick it up and go correctly to have a good straightaway I go. Not bad. Very good choice to have my Nissan GT-R Nismo 2017 with a UDRS in Sportec. Is all about doing some warm-up before taking on with the most strongest drag race opponent in GT7. Gold medal achieved by only a gap distance in 2.6 seconds. Now for the replay to see how good it is to become more piece of cake. But there are some good several spectators are here to see some awesome drag race to be in the track. I kinda like it. Drag race in Special Stage Route X is so amazing, you guys. But I can't wait to see some more challenges to be on drag race after this, because this part of the challenge is going to be a very piece of cake whenever you're going to have to choose any road cars to be entered with some installed parts. Replay saved, and first place to be on the total time in 10.377 seconds. Awesome. Very awesome and well impressive. Now, I guess this is going to be a fuel economy / mileage challenge is about to begin. Mileage trial is about to have at least fuel for only one longest lap to be at Trial Mountain. Time doesn't matter here, and distance is everything. Using the Ford F-150 Raptor 2011 will be the main courtesy car for mission number 4. But this challenge is going to be a very long time to have over 10 minutes. To save plenty amount of fuel, we'll have to go up onto lean number 6 to have a good, slow, maintained formation without getting low on fuel by nearly towards at the end of the first lap. Sounds like endurance, but just gonna have to drive responsibly to slow down and go normal to cruise around to be as a normal driver. Only on the open road. So now Sarah will explain about the mission. In a mileage trial, drivers compete to see how far they can race their cars while conserving fuel. Unlike with eco challenges, you will be judged not for time or speed, but distance. You'll need to consider where to accelerate and where to coast. The fuel map on your MFD should come in handy here. Also, be mindful that for this mission, you have to drive with a manual transmission. Alright, looks like gear shift will be set to be on manual. That will be a very purpose tool to be using with the fuel map as well. Whoever can take this mission, set to lean number 6 and stay on in the first gear of the transmission will be slowed down, and watch your eyes on the fuel before it runs out of gas. Just gonna have to drive normally and cruising around in 15 miles for a long trip. But I know this mission is going to be very long by over 10 minutes. Just gonna have to stay on track. 14 miles, could probably have to make it longer. If you guys really want me to do a time lapse for having one lap around in Trial Mountain, but I'll make sure I'll have to get back to it before at the end of the final turn in the track. So I'll make sure I'll have to be very patient and genuine after this. Okay, looks like things might be going smoothly around. Stopping at 26.3%. Doing good job out there, folks. Drive normally, try not to go aggressive, and be a passive, patient driver to be on fuel economy. So I won't slow down. If I could probably have to take the turn like this. 6th gear makes a good option. Well, it might be possible to have the reduced amount of duration time for this part of the video segment, so looks like it's getting closer on to the final stretch. Stay slowed down. Reaching up at the end of the first lap on the mileage challenge is going to get closer for only 3.34 miles. Okay, looks like it's going to be a stopping point right here. Alright. That wasn't so hard. But hopefully, I almost losing out of my patience if I could probably have to try to go pushing up the gas. But clearly, optionally, just going to have to go slower to be on the low percentage to keep on going, to have a new set of the record, or just going to have to leave it like that. But I know, being patient is all about when driving on the normal track with no traffic around, but it's only just an ordinary racetrack in Trial Mountain. But I think I just barely pretend I'm just drive normally with any traffic cars coming around in different roads. Alright, looks like brake's over. That means 8 minutes has been already time elapsed. Maybe I could probably have to go by having a stop by giving a low on gas. There you go. Looks like using all the fuel and switch back on the power 1. Alright, not bad. 3.92 miles to be on goal. Good job, and mission 4 complete. Well, it might be optional if I could probably have to save a replay for doing some photo op, so I could probably have to let you guys know. But quicker times comes in every part of my full segment video clips in part 22 is very much important. So double check on replay as a reminder for myself. Here it is right now. Ended up in rank number 3. But of course, I could probably have to go by over 5 distance. It's going to be over 10 minutes to be in long. So let's go exit out and earn some 14,000 credits. Marathon is already complete. Well, I hope I could probably have to go back to the garage and get myself for another round in the roulette ticket. Next up, Beginner Drifting 2. Initiate your drift with your brakes in the Group 4 car. Using the Ford Mustang Group 4 is courtesy to be on Daytona International Speedway to be in the real course. I'm so very impressed with you guys. I could probably take it for a second exam in beginner drift. After spending some good attempts on real car to do some drifting, and now it's racing car to be in an excellent course to have a good clipping point. Just like tuner cars, but Group 4 cars also to be well fitted to be as a GT4 race class. Now let's go and take on with an excellent basic on drifting to be on the hairpin. So let's switch it up, and here it comes. West Horseshoe is now on the inside. Oof, the handling is pretty heavy. So that makes silver 3,125 points. Not too shabby, but almost clearly enough to become as a true drifter in the Group 4 class. Just like my Honda NSX with a Total Drama livery with Hero on it to be well posted that I just remember back from DeviantArt Art. Ah, sloppy. Okay, let's try it out with a brake balance control. Will be helpful when doing some drifting on the corner. Just gonna have to go on front negative 4. Alright, successful, and Group 4 Drift Basic complete. 3,758 points. Best new record to be achieved. Awesome. Amazing, driftacular to have a basic cornering to be on drift level number 2 in the beginner. Now, let's see the replay to see how my drifting style is going well. But it's also to be as a drift rating level to be average. Okay, solid fine work. All I can see is getting off the track on the rear. Checker flag finished, and looks like example basic training 101 is complete. So closer to be in the top 3 in the rankings to be on the friends list. But it'll make sure to be saved a replay to be on the memory. 14,000 credits to be earned, and that would be a very good mission complete on drifting in Rolling Stone. Now let's go and take on in the next challenge in the past. Miracle at Daytona. Drive the road course section inside the oval in the Corvette. Can you catch the Viper running way ahead? Let's see. I'm so pumped up to be using with the Corvette C7 Group 3 to take on the Dodge Viper. It's going to be a main rival between the Corvette and the Viper for only Chevy versus Dodge. I'm so really well impressive to be on this favorite kind of the mission to be on the number 2. Drag racing, by the way, to be on the number 1 main favorite for the challenge. But I'm so very hyped up about racing on the road course section in Daytona. So here I go. Let's take the challenge to have 5 opponents for only 1 lap. Let's keep up the throttle and switched up onto the hood cam. There's the Pontiac Firefox Trans Am. Go right in and do the braking point to enter onto the inside section. Dodge Challenger overtakes. Brilliant work. Now for the International Horseshoe to be on turn 3. Keep a good slipstream and overtake the Ford Mustang GT 2015. 2 more to go and take the West Horseshoe on the hairpin. Fabulous work. Almost there to get the Dodge Viper. Clever and touche. Now for the exit and take on in the Speedway section to have the 2002 Dodge Viper is in the lead. Alright, looks like I was right. The 2002 Dodge Viper GTS is in the lead and successful to have a success running podium spot to be in first place. Sprint course complete and American mission complete to have a gold medal. I'm so proud of myself to have the Corvette C7 Group 3 will be my favorite car to be as a main prize to be on the gold. But hopefully, I'm still currently to be in the Manufacturer's Cup to be as a sponsor car. Now let's go and skip the replay to be saved. 2 more missions to go and there you have it. First place to be on the friends ranking on the number 1 spot. Solid fine work and doing a remarkable to be on driving missions. So I guess this is going to be doing much incredible out there to have some different challenges in Rolling Stone. 2 more to go, and next up is the Slipstream to be in the maximum speed for only 211.2 miles per hour. The venue for this one is Daytona Tri-Oval. Avoid contact with other cars and maintain your speed through the corners. Courtesy car we'll be using is the Roof CTR3 2007. We're getting closer on to the final mission is the one lap magic to be in the Mazda showdown at Trial Mountain. 3 missions on same racetrack in different cars is all about doing some technique work to master in the road course and Tri-Oval of Daytona International Speedway. Just like NASCAR, but road cars, since Gran Turismo 5 Pro Lag is also to be well introduced. But still in one piece to have the best moment in Gran Turismo history to see how hypercars will be step in to take the spotlight. Auto drive will be turned off, and this one might have the main goal, you guys. 211.3 miles per hour in gold. Let's go. But there's no need to have one lap at the moment. Just gonna have to see how good you are to overtake with 3 cars to have a good, excellent maintained speed. GT5 Citroen is now passed. Now gonna have to take the inside before overtake the Honda NSX 2017. Watch yourselves. Don't get pressed on the brakes. And looks like match complete and over accelerate. 213.1 miles per hour. Oh man, this is so incredible. Not so bad after all before ended up in second place, but gold medal is well achieved to be well speeding up on the Tri-Oval track. Nice. Very nice and well pack up the speed to go extra. I'm so very proud to have a good mission to be reached up by over 211 miles per hour. 213.1 miles per hour to be ended up on friends ranking number 4 at the spot. So looks like it's gonna get closer for only one more mission. Mazda Showdown is about to be ready to go to have some good Mazda models to be in the road car for only one racing car from the 24 Hours of Le Mans. And here we have for only one last mission is gonna have to take the one lap magic. Just like the Nissan Showdown in Tokyo Expressway East Outer Loop. So grab your preparations with some strategy to get on board for the Mazda 787B will be take the last place to have a patient moment while the road cars will be doing the same title to have a good excellent cruising to be in one lap. So let's go to Trial Mountain to have a Mazda Showdown for the final mission. The last one ever yet in Rolling Stone is the big moment. I'm so very excited to get ready. And this time, inside cornering with well packed of speed to have a good chance to catch up and overtake with several generation models of the Mazda vehicles. So let's do this. For starting up in one lap magic, the first generation Roadster NA will be taking the first one to be in the head start. Second, the 4th generation Roadster S will be moving forward after the first generation takes the lead to be on the longest distance. Third car is going to be the Mazda Atenza Sedan XDL package 2015 has started. For only 2 Mazda RX-7 and a single RX-A will be wait for the next lineup before the FC will be ready to take off before the RX-A will have to make a next turn. But almost forgot about the TCS will be set to be on 1 for the 787B before the FD will be take the next one after the RX-A will be moved on forward. Gonna have to be patient in about 10 seconds before the 787B will have to make a turn. Let's turn the engine on and get ready to have 3 seconds to go applied overtake. Kick up the RPM, 1 lap, we'll be doing the final challenge. Is gonna be a piece of cake. Gonna have to take turn 1, take turn 2 before going down on the steep hill in turn 3, coming in on the tunnel in turn 4, and here is the Mazda RX-7 FD. Will be the first one to be overtake. Pack up the RPM and coming in onto the next turn without having a contact. That's one Mazda down, 5 more to go. Gonna keep pushing. Take the inside, we'll be doing a quick advantage. The Spirit R RX-8 2012 is in 6th place. Next up is the FC RX-7 to take the straightaway in the second part before coming out into the tunnel. 3 more to go. And here comes the Atenza Sedan XDL package. We'll be on the number 3 before drop down onto number 4. Very good. So that makes 2 Roadster will be on the checklist. Doing a magic moment to see how Mazda Roadster has been overtaken by a single Group C race car in the same brand. Last turn and doing a final stretch. Gonna have to go decrease the gap before the first generation takes the podium. Let's fly by in the straightaway. And successful to be as the best 787B driver to overtake 6 Mazda roadster cars. Finally did it, and gold complete in the final challenge. So proud and successful to see how good you are to take one lap magic to overtake 6 Mazda roadster cars between 2 Roadster, 1 Atenza, 2 RX-7 FC and FD, and also an RX-8 Spirit R 2012. Now that's competition. To see a challenge is all about doing a warm-up, but no longer to be as a warm-up, but a challenge is also to become incredible. So here I am right now in the France ranking, number 4 spot to have 2 minutes and 48.819 seconds. I'm so very proud of myself to have the Rolling Stone for the dirt mission in part number 22. As always, to have some more earnings by every 14,000 credits. But it's going to be a lot of good prize reward to have Group 4 and Group 3 cars to have one available to be registered into the car index. But here comes the Ford Mustang Group 4, received in bronze on the driving missions. Congratulations, Hyperion-Blue-GT, you achieved all bronze. This gift card is now yours. I'll deliver it to your garage. Sounds awesome. Ford Mustang Group 4 is now registered onto the car index, and here is car collector level up onto 23. Now, next up is going to be my Corvette C7 Group 3 to be received in all gold in mission challenges, and this one is registered onto the car index for a first ever Group 3 car to be in. Bravo, Hyperion-Blue-GT, you achieved all gold. This gift card is now yours. I'll deliver it to your garage. Sounds good. Jumping up to be halfway there on to car collector 23 before going up on to 24. Well done to take all 8 challenges in Rolling Stone before moving on to take the next one. Is going to get much harder to be in Moby Dick. 4th driving mission after taking 2 chili peppers from Beyond the Horizon and Rolling Stone. Doing medium before moving forward on to intermediate course, you guys. So that's how perfect time to be on 2 difficulty types of the chili peppers is doing some good hand to be on the new driving mission. So let's go back to the garage and help myself for doing a moment to be in the roulette ticket. Sounds pretty awesome after taking some different challenges on driving missions in Rolling Stone. And here it is right now, another 3-star roulette ticket. Let's receive this gift to see which prize should I get. But I can't wait to get the Nissan C Performance 2023. So close, but also to have a low Gran Turismo credits to be at 5,000. Gonna add up to my balance and use another 3-star. Alright, here I go again. And this time, another Honda Civic Type R FKA is now in it. But of course, also to be having 10,000 Gran Turismo credits. Gonna have to add up more, and I'll have to keep holding on with 2 tickets before the next day before added for another one. Well, I guess this is gonna be a very good moment on Rolling Stone for the 3rd driving mission in part number 22. But I'll make sure I'll be come back in part number 23 at the GT Cafe for doing a collection on BMW M3 models. Will be at the sports car to take part in a different championship. But being an average YouTuber, always gonna have to try to put up with some full segments into a separate part of the clip to be needed onto the video editing to have some development work. But of course, I kind of like drag racing because it's fun out there to take on in the 400-meter challenge, to be in the one-on-one showdown, to have the manual gear transmission we'll be putting up as well instead with the automatic transmission. But it was a lot of good fun out there to do some drag racing. And also to have a mileage distance to be in 1 lap at Trial Mountain in the Ford F-150 Raptor is all about try to drive normally and slower to have a good eye in the field before ended up onto the finish line in the first lap. But optionally, it also depends to go faster or go slower to stay on a longer distance to see how good you are can also have to take. But it takes many circumstances to see how driving strategies in the driving missions can also to take much practice before you could probably have to move forward into a next mission to be in the 4th team. Alright, looks like it's time to wrap this up before at the end of the video. But I'll make sure I'll get myself prepared for the next video in part number 23 until I had to stop by at the Legend car to get myself a Plymouth Superford will be available in stock. But I almost forgot about having a reminder notice to be added up onto the car index. It also costs 347,000 credits to get the Plymouth Superford 1970. But of course, I have already purchased the Dodge Challenger RT 1970 is already registered into the car index. So let's learn more about this Superbird. Its body color is Sunfire Yellow. Now let's learn more about the Plymouth Superbird. Is a very good legendary road car to explain what McHugh Haggerty would like to say. If you call yourself a racing fan, then you're no doubt familiar with NASCAR. Its race machines are loosely based on production cars, and the series is extremely popular in the US. Established in 1948, NASCAR is a motorsport series with a lot of history behind it. Among the more legendary race car in the history of NASCAR is the Plymouth Superbird. Towards the end of the 1960s, NASCAR race cars were starting to regularly exceed speeds of more than 186.4 miles per hour. The Superbird was based on the Plymouth Roadrunner. Its long nose and large rear wing help increase stability at high speeds. These aerodynamic advantages translate to incredibly fast lap times that left the competition in the dust. The brass at NASCAR weren't thrilled in seeing the lopsided results of the races, nor did they want to see race car production costs skyrocket, making it inaccessible to the masses. As a result, the Superbird was discontinued after 2 years. Regardless, it's remembered as a legendary muscle car. So the Superbird was also to be based on the Plymouth Roadrunner, to have a nice long nose on the front and a large wing to be as extended. But it looks very popular to be in NASCAR, to be well driven, to be on the track, and also to have some different kinds of variations to be well used on the Plymouth Superbird, just like the orange color from Fast and Furious 6. But this muscle car is still popular in the 1970s to be well put up, to have a nice long extended wing spoiler to be put up onto the track. So I'm about to purchase this Superbird for only 347,000 credits, registered onto the car index, and this one is a very good iconic muscle car to be in circuit. Awesome, and almost getting closer on to car collector level number 24. I'll make sure I'll have to try this baby out after this. Okay, looks like this is going to be very awesome to have the Superbird to become a fully premium car in GT7. Alright folks, thank you for watching, for enjoyed the video on Gran Turismo 7. I hope you enjoyed. So make sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel for a like, comment, and click the bell for notification on upcoming content videos if you'd like to see. I'll be seeing you guys next time on Gran Turismo 7, and I look forward to see you again in the next video. Keep on racing, stay clean.